Yeah.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
On first down, Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gone, 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 gone. Hot, hot.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On second down, it's McCoy. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing his Allen on third. And this is going to be incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Lucy. 11B.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Again, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A give to McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Allen to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is
Detroit,
3rd down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook, 46 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
We got four down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Let's go. Hey, hold it.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Hey, spread right, smack.
Shotgun now for Bortles. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is indeed good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Gone!
Now Allen throwing on second down. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Escapes the defender, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
372. Lucy.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Murphy. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Myles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
11B.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Nice little juke. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about team scripting.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Bortles. And this is caught inside the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Murphy. And here come the Bills. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to the receiver quicker.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be... And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius by doing that he went for it. Trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Bortles will keep it, and he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up 1st downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now this time Bortles will throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake. Bortles over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Allen going to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On first down, Allen. He finds McCoy. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet, as they're back within 2 scores. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go. 76, 372.
Bortles to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trent Murphy in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Sunday. You. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. Already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get you unable to connect.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing now is Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Play action. Now it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Get in the weight room. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney.
One final try here for Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jaguars, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds. Oh yeah.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pouring up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot put no zeros.
Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models and it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock it down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk down the man right now.
Oh yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah.
Shorty ought to been my me. Ooh, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left. Yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I down, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.